Hi there. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and I hope you're looking forward to an awesome 2016. I know I certainly am. I just wanted to share with you an interview I recently did with the producers of The Ellen Show. They were looking to bring on people, women who were fighting breast cancer. And at this point, I'm not in queue to go on the show, but there may be an opening potentially down the line. Either way, it was a really neat interview and I just wanted to share it with you. First they asked, tell us your story fighting breast cancer. So I told them, at age 29, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I was 10 weeks pregnant with our sixth child. My unborn baby was at risk due to the fast spreading and highly dangerous cancer in my body. It had already spread to my lymph nodes, making it at least stage 3, and they were thinking that it had spread even more past beyond the lymph nodes. The doctors looked me in the eye and told me I needed to abort my baby to save my life. I told them I'd rather die than take the life of my baby. I had 2 lives to think about, not just myself. I was only 29 years old with no history of cancer, and I was in good physical health. And now they told me that keeping my baby would most likely kill me. My husband and I set out to find a way to save both me and our child. The journey pushed us to the fringes of our stamina, tested the strength of our familial relationships, and found us clinging to hope like it was the last thread on a lifeline. Then they asked me, has breast cancer made you stronger? And I said, no, breast cancer itself did not make me stronger. But listening to my own voice against all the naysayers made me stronger. Choosing life for both me and my child made me stronger. And allowing myself to be vulnerable and weak made me stronger. They then asked what was a funny part of my journey fighting cancer. And I told them an experience about my 5-year-old son, Joseph. We were in the backyard and we had 20 acres and the front part of our land was covered in sagebrush. So it was like our sage field. And in the sage field, there were a lot of ditches. And so kind of like there was a mesa and then a ditch and then a mesa and a ditch kind of going throughout probably about 12 acres of the land. Joseph was standing on one of those mesas and I was quite a ways away from him. All of a sudden he stands up and he yells, "Mom, Mom, Mom." And I said, "What? What, Joseph?" And he said, "Are you still bald?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Then take off your hat." So I took it off and let my little bald head shine on the sun. And then he said, "Okay." And he ran off to go play. Another funny part was my husband liked to make fart noises on my bald head, which is like really mature, right? But it made me laugh every time and kind of lightened the seriousness of it all. And I guess just the whole idea of being bald, like my bald head and my huge, big pregnant belly was quite a sight to be seen. And I actually got whistled at once at a gas station, bald and big pregnant. I don't know, maybe some people out there like looking like that's their thing. They like bald pregnant women. So that was your thing. I guess I fit that role for you. And then they asked what was the most difficult part. And I said, finding out I had breast cancer when I was 10 weeks pregnant and just having to consider my daughter and turning it. I didn't quite write this one down, sorry. But I remember saying that I had to just release it and know that I couldn't control everything and just trust that it would work out. I couldn't necessarily go into the faith aspect of it because it is the Ellen Show. But I did just say, you know, having faith that it would work out and trusting that it would work out. But of course it was turning it over to God is ultimately what it really was. And then they asked, how did other people help you in your fight against breast cancer? People told me I was strong when I knew I was not. Whew. Okay. I believed in them when I didn't believe in myself. And it kept me going when I knew I had nothing left. The kindness of friends watching the children. Cleaning my house, making us dinner, and supporting us financially and emotionally has completely changed me. At first, it was difficult for me to allow friends and family to help because I'm a very independent person. And it was hard for me to be like, yes, come clean my toilet. But I could not fight breast cancer, be pregnant, and take care of 5 kids by myself. I had to allow myself to let others help me. and they totally came through for me in amazing and profound ways that have changed me forever. And then last, what advice would you give to others fighting cancer? Do not succumb to fear. Have a laser focus and choose life for you and those around you. Let life be your anthem, and don't give up on living your dreams and pursuing your passions. So anyway, I hope that this was maybe of service to you or someone that you know. Thank you for listening, and have a great new year.